Nearly 100 camels stranded midway. Will the court give the verdict that will help PFA to send all the camels to Rajasthan? In a recent incident that took place on the borders of Karnataka and Telangana, the People for Animals Hyderabad chapter responded to an information and acted promptly to seize 85 camels en route to slaughterhouses in Hyderabad and down south. After a tip-off from a PFA volunteer in Karnataka, PFA Hyderabad members tracked down the traffickers with the help of police and intercepted the group near Zahirabad, Tormamidi village of Rangareddy district. Police, after arresting the miscreants, gave custody of the animals to PFA, who immediately flung into action with local volunteers, a veterinarian, 2 trained camel groomers from PFA Rajasthan and New Delhi, and several other key members of the organization. First aid was administered to ailing and wounded camels, while all others were put to rest to decrease their pain and trauma. While talking to our team, Mr. Joshi from PFA says,
we found nearly 100 camels in the village of Turumamidi.
It is evident that traffickers made these camels walk thousands of miles across several states to reach their final destinations of getting slaughtered. With PFA pitching in, the camels are in a safe zone for now, but the miscreants are contesting too and monitoring our moves. So till the court gives its verdict, the camels are held in interim custody of PFA. There are calves which are still suckling milk from their mothers, while most of the adult animals are dehydrated and starved with their ribs showing up. The veterinarian on site is also a PFA member and examines each of the animals with meticulous care and attention. Mr. Chaitanya, vet expert, observes that
and most of the animals, because they have traveled from 2000 kilometers, their feet has been damaged.
Some of the camels are wounded so badly due to resting their huge bodies on hard surfaces that they are not used to. The unattended wounds during their long travel are now severe, with maggots eating away their live tissue from inside. 85 camels have been rescued by PFA, and still they are facing challenges to get complete custody to shift them to a safer place. Now the question is camel slaughter illegal in India?
Camel slaughter in India is completely illegal. Camel meat is not at all a notified food item. So first of all, in India, you cannot kill a camel for food. Second thing is the way these camels are transported from Rajasthan. The transport rules of animals very clearly states that for any animal to be transported from one part of the country to another, they need to have a lot of documentation like a veterinary certification. They cannot be walked, they have to be moved either by road or by rail, and even that it has to be done under very stringent guidelines. So under the transport rules, this is illegal.
Vasanti also says trafficking camels also violates several other acts as per Indian Penal Code. We have been alerting the authorities and have tightened security measures across the borders of the state to prevent the infiltration of these groups into Hyderabad during these festival days. But these traffickers who invest a lot on these animals to buy them from middlemen and spend on travel would find a way to sell them somehow and escape unnoticed. Last year, we have rescued 63 camels in a similar situation and were successful in sending them back to a shelter Sarohi in Rajasthan. We hired trucks and cranes to lift and transport them safely to where they belong. These animals cannot survive the weather conditions outside of Rajasthan and inevitably need to be sent back to their home in the land of sands. Till the court decides the verdict, the animals are in interim custody of PFA, who have huge tasks on their shoulders to manage these animals, the feeding and the first aid.
Right now these camels are being feeding on the trees, on the wild trees that they are finding, and the water. So we don't have the cost of feeding the animal, but of course there's a cost of treatment of the animals and taking care of the animals, which we are.
Last year, we hired trucks to transport them back to Sirohi in Rajasthan and costed us to the tune of 12 lakhs. This year, we have a major challenge to shelter these animals in the open grounds. With watchful eyes monitoring our moves, we are being extra careful to ensure the safety of the animals round the clock. Fortunately, we are not spending much on their food as they are being taken into nearby forest fields for grazing and water consumption. What will happen to these innocent animals now? The court may take time to announce the verdict. What might happen if the verdict does not qualify PFA as the custodians? Reeti Bharadwaj, the PRO of PFA, observes that the verdict is very crucial in allowing them to do their part and helping the animals reach back home. Victory in this case will be a milestone in the war against animal cruelty in India, especially the camel slaughter during such festivals. After 18 days of struggle, the petition filed by the camel butchers who brought the 87 camels all the way from Rajasthan for slaughter has been dismissed by the Vikarabad magistrate. The court did not accept the ownership of the camels in the first place. Now, PFA officially has the custody of these beautiful animals. PFA shall be making arrangements to transport all the 87 camels back to their homeland.
Laws, acts, codes, civic bodies, police, NGOs, despite all of them fighting for the rights of these animals, lapses in the system and unlawful people are finding ways to slaughter them every year in thousands. If something does not happen fast and quick, we might read about these camels only in the books of history. This is a humble appeal by the People for Animals to all animal lovers and those who can contribute their might. Please come forward and help PFA achieve this dream of sending these camels back home. Interested donors may contact PFA, People for Animals Hyderabad chapter.